still fucking black and proud. I lay you down over here, don't come around. I'm like the lord of the underground. I'm like the lord of the underground. My people over evil, some niggas order diesel. The thing, drugs are lethal, some niggas might not believe you.
Peace, appreciation, and abundance, ladies and gentlemen. Peace, appreciation, and abundance. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Another episode of Talk About It TV. I'm the host with the most, baby, AS3. Y'all already know what time it is. It's episode 18. I got a very, very special guest on the line with me right now. This brother is an entrepreneur. This brother is an independent rap artist. He's done a lot of things for the city, man, the community, things of that nature. I'm going to let him get into it himself. But welcome, Azariah, a.k.a. Sloppy Smooth, a.k.a. Persian Warlord, to the stage, man. What's good, bro?
What's poppin', man? Coolin', man. How you?
I'm all right, man. I'm blessed.
Chilling?
I can't complain, man.
Sure, me
I,
too,
I,
man.
I was really looking forward to this episode, man, and I just want to say I appreciate you. And this is what it's about, man, giving people their flowers that I love and respect in the game, musically, and whatever they do in terms of their career. You know what I'm saying? We all,
Thank you, man.
pushing through.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
Yes, sir.
So let's get right into it, man. So talk to the people, baby. Let everybody know where you're from and your upbringing and things of that nature. What's good?
I was born in Florida. I was born in Pensacola. My dad was in the service. I grew up in Rochester. You know what I'm saying? I spent some time in East Rochester. I also, lived in Henrietta, and then, also the city of Rochester as well. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, no doubt. 585 stand up. Y'all already know.
Yeah.
Word, man. So what got you into being an artist, man? And how long have you been an artist?
I've been putting stuff out since '05, so it's like 20 years now. I'm on my 20th year, like '04, '05. You know what I mean? And really, what got me into it was just life, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just I feel like it's the way I express myself. It's the way I like to communicate. I like music because it's like a forum where you could do what you want, say what you want. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta take ownership of what you say too. You know what I'm saying? But it's a place where you could pretty much be who you want to be. You know what I'm saying? So I like that.
No doubt, no doubt. Are there any specific producers that you be working with when it comes to some of your sounds? Because you got a lot of different variety of music. Is
Yeah.
there people you're working with you want to talk about?
Yep. I work with Quest a lot. Kid called Quest, what up? I work with my man Laddie a lot. Those are like my main two guys that I go to for production. But I've done things with G Nice. Early on. Emore. Me and Emore did a lot of work early on. You know what I'm saying? Just pretty much whoever got a good sound that kind of fits my style of rhyming. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for it, man. I'm all in.
No doubt, man. And for those of y'all who don't know, ladies and gentlemen, this brother also has a couple brands, man, merchandise. I'm repping one of the shirts right now, Young Black and Gifted.
Sure.
Y'all need to get a hold of my man and get a hold of some of this, you know what I mean, some of this merch. But I wanted to ask you, bro, what's your passion for being an artist, right?
Mm-hmm.
What sets you apart from other independent rap artists, you would say?
I mean, like in hip hop music, it's a lot of embellishing, and there's nothing wrong with that because that's a part of the spectacle. That's a part of you dressing it up and doing what you want. I would say what separates me from a lot is just I'm real open and honest in my music. My ups and downs, my highs and lows, and I really, I'm not faking no aura. Like what I'm saying. I like to just be myself and no taking shots at nobody, nothing like that. But the game is, is real different now. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a lot of the drill stuff and all of that, and I'm just like, pure hip hop. I feel like I'm like a hip hop purist, so that's like kind of like how I like to keep it.
No doubt, no doubt. If you had to compare yourself to some of the artists in the game right now, what would you compare yourself to, if anybody?
Artists in the game I compare myself to. Um, that's a tough one, man. I feel like I really bring something different, to the game. But maybe in your vein of like a brother like Azariah from Detroit, definitely my brothers Hustle Youth, you know what I'm saying? They doing what they doing. We got we got things in motion that we doing. But just pretty much, little brother comes to mind sometimes with just, being different and maybe not being real, gimmicky with everything. But you know, um I just like to stand in my own lane, man, and do what I do, bring what I bring to the table, and have the people get on my frequency, have them get used to kind of what I'm doing. You know what I'm
Yeah, no doubt. Respect to that, bro.
saying?
Respect to that.
Yeah,
For people who may or may not know about this, you started out a lot in the beginning. You had an actual crew by the name of Safe
yeah,
Haven that you used to be involved with.
yeah.
Now I wanted to ask you particularly this question about being coming from a group to being a solo artist. What do you like more, if you have a preference? You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
it's funny, man, because in the days of Safe Haven, like I was getting a lot of work from Woody at the time, John Woodring. He did a lot of the early stuff. DJ Nugs was another guy that did a lot of my earlier stuff. With Safe Haven, even though we was like a group, it's still like when you in school, you in school, you may have like a school project to do, and it may only be one person that do all the work, but everybody else gets the credit for it. Not throwing nobody under the bus, but I still was like the engine that was kind of keep everything going with it. I would get all the beats, I rally everybody up, drive in my car, picking everybody up and all of that. So the group
Mm,
thing is cool. I kind of like what I'm doing more now with like, youth was in Safe Haven as well. Hustle wasn't in Safe Haven. Me and Hustle met a little bit later, but like we not a group. You know what I'm saying? Me and Hustle got a group called Double Edged Sword. But
mm,
what I do with them, I feel like we're more mature, we're grown, we're older now, and everybody's kind of bringing equal things to the table. Early on with Safe Haven, I was pretty much doing all the legwork. You know what I'm
mm. Yeah, no doubt, man. But that's part of the journey and the
saying? Yeah,
experience to be an
you
artist.
know how that go, ground control crew. You know what I'm saying? You know
No,
how that
no
go.
doubt. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir. So
hmm
that's why I had to dig into this topic in particular. But how many projects would you say that you have put out right now from around when you started, if you remember? Because I know you put out a lot of work, bro. You're one of the real true consistent cats that I've ever met when it comes to this. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
I
you,
want to let you
man.
know that. How many projects would you say you got out, bro?
It's probably like 15 to 18, somewhere like that. Probably maybe 20. You know what I'm saying?
No
Try to do a
doubt.
couple things a year, man. But yeah.
What would you do? You have any favorites when it comes to your projects in particular?
Early on, my favorite early on was Keep It Moving. I did that. We recorded it in '06. I think it dropped in '07. E-More produced that, and he produced most of it. The thing I like about Keep It Moving, like I was going through things in my life at that time, and that was like me coming back with the music. A lot of people shun me, turn their back on me, but Emo was like there to just kind of like, nah, like I mess with you, you nice at what you do, let's do this. And that was like one of the first projects I took out of town. He went to Philly, we went to Buffalo, Syracuse performing, going hand in hand with the CDs, trying to get into people's hands, and it was definitely a great experience. So keep it moving definitely early on. I definitely like a lot of the work I did with Laddie, the phases, the phase 1 through 3, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Phase 1, Lord of the Underground was cool. I like phase 2 a little bit more. Return to Sloppy Smooth, and Bless
Mm,
Highly Favorite is good too. Me and Quest, I was actually in the studio earlier today. Me and Quest working on a new project right now called Misguided Souls, and I think that one's gonna
mm.
be nice too. But I love all my work, man. I got mad work, that I've been putting out over the years, man. I love it all. I think I've evolved as time goes on, but like my um my like lyrical DNA and like what I like to speak on and the topics I touch have pretty much remained the same throughout my tenure, with the rap and hip hop. So I kind of like that too. Some people you hear them, when they first started and they're like a whole completely different person, but like me, you can kind of like see the remnants of where I'm at now, even early on.
No doubt, man.
Yeah.
So recently, I just seen a clip on YouTube, but you just had a show recently. You want to talk a
Mhm.
little bit
Mhm.
about that?
Yeah, that show was dope, man. It was this cat. I'm gonna get his name wrong, but he's dope. Rosin and this other dude. They're from Toronto, and they had the show. You know what I'm saying? We opened up for them. It was supposed to be at this spot called Melky's in Buffalo, but I don't know what happened. They kind of mixed it up, and they had it at a different spot at the end. You know what I'm saying? So the attendance was kind of low, but the people that was there, they enjoyed themselves. They was rocking with me, and I had a great time, man. It was a good show. Definitely want to do more. Definitely got a show coming up April 6th at Wayo
Mm.
with Cello, and that's for the Lafayette Cafe project, which is me, Euphony, and Hustle. So just trying to,
Mm.
trying to keep the blade sharp, man. You already know.
No, that's what's up, man. And
Hmm.
shout out to them as well, man.
Yeah.
Good peoples, man. I love the music that y'all got together, man. So it's good to see
Thank
you
you.
hustle, Euphony doing your thing and staying consistent in this game. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Hmm.
Um, well, on a side note, what people may or may not know about you, you are a father, man. Let's talk a little bit about
Right.
fatherhood, man. How's that for you?
It's beautiful, man. My daughter's 6. She'll be 7 in July. My stepson 13. It's a beautiful thing, man. Being a stepfather and being a father, man. Like it's never a dull moment. I got something to look forward to when I come home, and I just try to set a good example for him. You know what
Hey, man, that's what it is. How are you in terms of your personal life and the
I'm saying?
music? How are you dividing your time in terms of that? Do you find yourself getting flustered here and there with things, or how are you
Not really,
managing that whole thing?
not really fluster art, but like my significant other, my lady Brittany, you know, she want her time. You know what I'm saying? And I feel her. Like I be so immersed in the music. Sometimes I'll be sacrificing time with my family just to do some rap shit. So it's like balancing that is something that I gotta do. I love doing and I do. You know what I'm saying? And make time. That's why I try to when I'm doing something, be efficient, be effective, get it done, do what I gotta do so I can get back to my family. You know what I'm saying? And doing things with them, you know what I mean? So
Mm,
it has
mm,
its challenges, man, but when you got family that support you, support what you're doing and everything, it makes it all worth it.
mm-hmm. Oh, that's what it is, man. Blessings to you and the
Hmm.
family as well, bro.
Thank you,
Now,
man. Thank
now you mentioned earlier in the interview that there were some people that may have, have turned their back on you. You
you.
want to talk a little bit about exactly why they turned their back on you, or what would be their reasons for it?
It's just dealing with things. You know, I've dealt with like mental health. You know what I'm saying? I had mental health issues in the past.
Okay.
Um, and like when somebody really don't know you and they see you going through something, they don't know what to expect. That was something that affected me real early on in my young adult life. I was diagnosed like at 19. You know what I'm saying? With a mental health affliction. So that right there just it people that really wasn't with me, I kind of seen what it was. I kind of seen who really wasn't with me, but the people that really knew me and knew the real me and knew what it is to have a struggle or to be dealing with something, they was always there for me, man. I always had a great support system dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that
Mm,
I continue to this day. Brothers like yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like my family. You know what I'm saying? Is something that is a constant battle, but something that I'm
mm.
coming out victorious, man. You know what I'm
Yeah, no doubt. That's what's up,
saying?
man. Would you say, but due to those experiences with you with the whole mental health situation, whatever the
Yeah.
case may be, would you say that that made you a stronger artist in terms of when it comes to putting in the work in the studio?
I mean, yes and no. You know what I'm saying? It's like it can kind of be a power too, man. I'm very active, with things, and you know, dealing with that, like, it made me want to be more aware of like what I do, because what you do has lingering effects. What you do affects people. So it's like that's why even like on social media, like I don't really, unless it's really for music, I really don't post just too much random whatever what I'm going through with my day or this or that, because I've experienced that even on social media where I'm like might not be in a good space, and I'm just venting and using that as a vehicle to just do some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? So like
Mm.
definitely learn from that. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely something that you know, that I just try to take in stride. Like I know with these devices and everything that we have, like people could be in your business. People always airing out their dirty laundry and everything on that. I
Mm-hmm.
really, I feel like I learned my lesson. I try to like be easy with a lot of that stuff and really like have a mystique about myself, man, and keep private life private. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Talk about it, bro. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey, man,
yeah.
on the cusp of things, in terms of you being an MC, because well, I'm just say, from my opinion, there's really not that many good MCs anymore. A lot has
Mhm.
changed when it comes to the game and music and things like that. We got streaming now. I remember back in the day, like you said, we had to used to get our CDs off and really put in the
Yep,
footwork.
yep.
Um, we
Right,
we,
right.
de- we definitely opened up the door for a lot of cats to do exactly what they're doing today with the streaming and things like that.
Mhm.
Um, in terms of you and your dynamic as an MC, what made you want to be an MC? Was there like a moment for you as a kid or anything that made you just be like, you know what, this is something that I want to pursue as a career?
Well, in terms of like, just getting in front of people and form of public speaking, I did that early on. Like, I don't have a relationship with my mother, you know what I'm saying? But early
Mm,
on, like, she still instilled a lot of great things in me. The reason why I don't have a relationship with her is just, the religion thing. She practices a religion that I don't practice, and she don't mess with me. But like early on growing up, I was going to people's houses, knocking on doors, giving them, brochures and Bible literature and, talking to people and all that. So I felt like that kind of like helped out when it came to the hip hop thing. You know what I'm saying? When I started kind of messing around with that, because hip hop always been around me. My dad used to play all the classics coming up. I was born '86, so we talking like late '80s, early '90s,
mm,
to early 2000s. When I started, you know, making my contributions. You know what I'm saying?
no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, yeah.
How would you say you and your pops relationship is? Do you have a good relationship
Well,
with your pops?
my pops, me and him got an okay relationship. Um, we got a better one, than obviously my mother, but my pops, man, he going through it. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't
Mm.
even spoken to him probably like 5 6 months. So I don't know what's going on, but I love him and we good, definitely, definitely.
Hey man, that's what it is. That's what it
Hmm.
is. So let the people know, man. Any shows you got? I know you just mentioned something coming up soon. What is it in
Yeah,
April?
April 6th. Yep, at Whale. It's
Okay.
not. It ain't gonna be like a big show that we're gonna have like mad people at. It's more like so we could put it online. So have a couple good angles because it's gonna be at the radio station. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And it's like
Okay.
it's the first time they ever done something like this. So I'm looking forward
Mm.
to that, man. We doing we dropped a project a few months ago called Lafayette Cafe presents Smooth Freshness Lyrical Caffeine. So we're doing like 6 joints from there, and then that's it, man. It's gonna be dope, though.
No, that's what's up.
Yeah,
You mentioned you're working with Kid called Quest now. What I
yeah,
wanted to ask you in terms of your relationship, what kind of brought y'all together, and how do you feel? Since it's been a few years that y'all been working together, how do you feel like y'all have come in terms of all of the experience y'all had together building with the music?
yeah. Quest produced for me like back in like '06. That's the first time we worked together. You know what I'm saying? I met Quest through Euphony at a show. We had the Rochester Rap Coalition at Milestones back in the day. Um, and he first met with Eupheme, but like I said at the time, like everybody wasn't really focused really with the music. I was really the one that was kind of focused with the music. So Quest kind of seen that, and we kind of like hit it off and just kind of built on that. Um, and then we did Long Time Coming. That was the first project we did as a group back in like 2012. Before it was Young Black and Gifted, it was Living Proof, and then Quest, switched the name to Young Black and Gifted. But Quest been in the fold for years, man, and Quest is dope. He works like an artist, man, like harder than a lot of artists, man, for real. So it's like I know when I'm linking with Quest, like I gotta bring my A game. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do my thing because we definitely gonna work the project. You know what I'm saying? So it's always a blessing having him, in the fold. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, that's what it is, man. Y'all keeping each other sharp and y'all focused
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
mission. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now, in terms of when it comes to some of the artists, whether it's in the town of Rochester or wherever else, is there any people that you wanted to work with that you haven't yet worked with?
Well, I did get to work with a guy that I really wanted to work with on a Laddie project named Planet Asia. He definitely do an underground that's get busy, and I got to get him on the track. That track was dope. Really, Arlie, like I really don't focus on like cats that's doing what they got to do till I feel like I'm where I need to be, where to be like an equal thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I really don't feel like I need somebody else's name to boost me. You know what I'm saying? I kind of want to
Hmm.
make my own name myself. And when it comes to it, when it serves a purpose, definitely get down. You know what I'm saying? I know Laddie hooked up the thing where we had Jadakiss on Return of Sloppy Smooth as well for like he introduced like one of the songs and everything. So that was big too. But now I'm just focused on what I gotta do, man.
No doubt, no doubt. So, what
Yeah.
about for some of the young artists coming up, man, that want to maybe do a track with you? Are you easy to get a hold of in terms of when it comes to getting on a song? Is it something that you need to be emailed to hear it? Like, how could someone, want to link up with you and get on the record?
Um, they can hit me smoothfreshness@gmail. You know what I'm saying? Like I make a particular style of music, so I really don't cater to a lot of like the younger stuff. I don't knock it. I got songs with some younger guys. I've done that before, but I'm really focused on like just putting my stuff out there. If it calls for it, sometimes I charge. If I respect and I know the artist, a lot of times I don't. But yeah, man, I'm definitely trying to do something more with this and than it just being something that I like to do. Definitely, wanna, you know, get some revenue behind it, man, and keep grinding. That ain't the motivation, but that's like still where I'm aiming at. You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
Man, no doubt.
Yeah,
Hey, man,
yeah.
listen, you gifted at your craft, and it's only right that it
Thank
help
you,
put
man.
food on your table. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know it, man. We've been doing it for a minute, man. You already know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So if you had to drop something to the kids, to the up, there's a lot of kids who love hip hop and want to be
Mhm.
whether
Mhm.
whether it's independent, whether they want to get on the label, whatever the case may be for their situation. What would you give some inspiring words in terms of them wanting to be an artist? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I was just tell them be yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you rapping, 'cause the females like it, and it's a popular thing to do. You may be in the wrong profession. I just say it like that. You gotta love it. Um, and people could see that because if you love it, you'll stick with it. If you don't, you may fizzle out. So that's what I would say. Know what you're in it for, and do it because you love it before anything.
Mm. No doubt, man. So, but hey, man, listen, man, this has been a beautiful segment, bro. I want you to let everybody know what's good with your social media handles and how they can get a hold of you. Check out some of your music. Let them know, man.
Yeah, man. Y'all could reach me at Smooth Freshness on YouTube, at Smooth Freshness on Instagram, at Azariah YBG on Instagram. Yeah, I'm hearing, man. Facebook Azariah or Azariah Smith. You know what I'm saying? there's no reason why I got Smith in my name. It was just, something.
No doubt.
Yeah, I had to put a last name to it. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
yeah,
no
man,
doubt.
y'all can reach me wherever, man.
Yo, man. So if I had to ask you real quick, because since this is an artist segment for Talk About It TV, I'm gonna just throw a couple of people at you, and you just let me know whether who you rocking with out of those people. So I'm gonna say KRS-One, Rakim. Who you got?
I got Rakim, man. God and see, man. I mess with
Mm,
KRS-One too, the teacher. Don't get it messed up, but I'm a Rakim guy though, definitely.
no doubt, no doubt. Jada Kiss or Fabulous?
No, Kiss all day. Yeah, that's Kiss.
Okay. No doubt, no doubt. When it comes to the independent thing, I got two
Uh-huh.
specific artists that I want to mention to you, and you just keep it 1,000 with me.
Okay.
I'm sure you're familiar with their catalog, but we got Immortal Technique,
Mhm.
right? And here's another one. You ready for this?
Yeah.
What's the name? Rivers. What's his name? Big Punch
Chris
Time.
Rivers. Chris
Chris
Rivers.
Rivers. Yeah,
I got
yeah.
Chris Rivers. Yeah, I give it to Chris Rivers.
Chris
Yeah, I like
Rivers.
Technique. I like Technique. Back in like when we was in high school. You know what I'm saying? Technique was that guy. But Chris Rivers a little bit more current. And he get busy, man. Yeah, I met Chris Rivers before. I seen him perform too. I got a chance
Oh,
to meet the
word?
brother, man. Yeah, he cool
Okay.
dude. Yeah.
What do you think about Tech Nine?
Which one? A
From
dude
from Strange
from
Music,
Missouri.
the OG, yeah.
Yeah, Strange Music. Yeah. No, Tech Nine a beast. He not he
Mm-hmm.
honestly he not my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? But he get busy. You know what I'm saying? He definitely get busy. He know how to put the words together.
If you had to give me your top 5 MCs right now, man, off the top of your
Oh
dome,
man.
in no particular order, family. Just
Right.
give me your top 5, B.
Uh, Black Thought, Nas.
Mm,
Um. Uh. Damn. I put maybe Styles in there. Um.
okay.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't give you a top five. I like Mega, Core Mega, AZ. Wu Tang definitely. You know what I'm saying? Ray and
Okay.
Ghost. You know what I'm saying? Deck, Meth, those guys. I don't know, man.
Hey,
I
listen,
never
man.
have a top five, man.
It's all good. I gotta pick your
I named
brain.
a few guys though. You know what I'm saying? But that's kind of
Yeah.
like the frequencies I be on. You know?
Hey, no doubt, ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. I had to
Yeah.
pick your brain with it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But yo, man, this has been a lovely, lovely segment, man. The people don't understand. Episode 18. I appreciate you, Azariah.
You
Thank you
already
for
know,
coming on
man.
the show, man. As we end it off, man, is there anything else any shout outs you want to give? You know what I mean?
Let's just shout out my
Whatever.
family, man. My wife to be, my fiance Brittany, my daughter Maya, my stepson Daryl. Shout out to Quest, Laddie, Youth, Bars, Hustle, Cello Brown, Lunatic. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to M. Diego, Katona P, BNA, Monster Krills for rocking with us on Lafayette Cafe. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody, man. The whole 585, man.
No doubt. 585 stand up. Yo, Az,
Yes,
man, I
sir. Shout
appreciate
out
you
to
being on
Ease,
the
man.
segment, bro.
Shout out to Ease. Shout out to Keo. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah. Shout out to you too, Ar. You already know, man.
Always, all day, man.
Yes,
Appreciate you,
sir.
brother,
Yes,
for
sir.
being part of the Talk About It
Thank
TV.
you,
You
man.
already know what time it is. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. One.